Hi, it's Tam from Loki Battle Mats, and I'm going to be taking a walk through the Big Book of Battle Mats Volume 2. So this is an A4 fully laminated book of tabletop roleplay encounter mats. And this is a lay flat book, and every single page is a map and everything wipes clean. So let's have a look at some of the maps. Now, starting off, we have our dungeon tile floor, and the first thing of course you'll notice is our innovative 360-degree spine. And what this means is, as you can see, you can fold this book in half on any map to play each page individually, or you can open it up to lay it completely flat on the table to play the larger spread across the two pages. And this just gives you, as the dungeon master or game master, all the options in terms of your available space on the table, but also the size of the encounter. There's some encounters where you don't need a big map, you just need a small area to work with, and this is ideal for random encounters or for opening up the space for wider things. Now, this book lies dead flat on the table. The 360-degree display means that the pages are completely flat, which is very important, because if you are drawing across your book like that, as you can see, very delicately done, this book is completely stable and solid. It will not move or tilt at all. So you will be able to draw and erase and use any miniatures or 3D terrain without any tilt issues or any instability. You'll be able to put a lot of height on this map and work with it as a very stable base. So let's have a look through some of the other maps. So this is your dungeon tile floor for your standard dungeon encounters. Again, you can reach your trusty whiteboard marker and customise this in any way that you need to. The real joy with the Big Book of Battle Mats, this is one of our outdoor area grass maps. Again, you can customise this with your pen. This could be a village, it could be a forest, it could have a road going through it. Obviously, you can draw it much better than I can. But this is really a tool for DMs, which is a huge time and space saver. This book has 60 map pages in it for lots of different fantasy-based encounter scenarios. As you can see here, we have a forest with a winding forest path and some rather suspicious looking tree roots, but this book will save you time. It will remove the need to hastily draw maps for random encounters that happen mid-game when you have your big scenario set out, but the party take a turn, they decide on to go and see what the fort on top of the hill looks like. You no longer have to pause the adventure to draw that. This book will enable you just to reach behind you onto the bookshelf, pick up this book, open it on the required page, and you will have a map for pretty much any fantasy encounter. So here we have a ruined fort on a hill, or it could be a little less ruined if your encounter scenario requires it. A waterfall with some steps, and again, you've got lots of different height variations here for varied encounters. We have a road situation, it's more of a crossroads, so obviously your party spends lots of time travelling, things can happen on the road. You can use this to map out what those might be, and this can be combat encounters. It can also of course be encounters with merchants or guilds or anyone else who's interested on the way. Here we have a cave map, and again we have a combination of smaller rooms here with larger areas, and as you can see, we do not over furnish our maps, so we have a more intricate cave design system here. These maps are designed to be reusable for many different encounters, so with something like this you can add into this again with your trusty whiteboard marker, or you can use miniatures 3D terrain to customise this. This could be running into cellars or sewers or even onto the street, so you could find that these maps can be customised to be used over and over again. So again, here you have a transition from a cave into a more built up area. This could be a dungeon, it could be a cellar, but it could be up to you to decide why your party is coming here, and this can be used in lots of different scenarios and reused because you can customise these maps so easily. We have a stone step approach here, and again a waterfall going into a cave, so again really common and popular encounter areas. And if you just notice here, we have this entry exit point in the cave here is the same as the entry exit point in this cave map. So what will you find is, if you have more than one of these books, you can line up certain key maps with these standard entry exit points, and you will find that you can create larger maps because the designs are modular. Again, here you have a dungeon map, and you have wider, larger areas on one side and possibly more intricate, smaller areas on the other, so that your encounter has lots of different options. And again, this could also be a town streets, and these could be shops, or it could be the rooms of a dungeon, rooms of a cellar. Lots of different options here, and you can furnish this as ever you see fit, so that you can use these maps again and again for lots of different encounters. Here we have more of a suspicious looking dungeon area, and again you've got lots going on here in terms of the environmental factors of the fire. You have a firewall here and some steps, you have pillars to break line of sight. Again, features that we've included on the map to bring all the party members into any encounter, but also leaving it nice and open for you to determine what you would like this area to be exactly and how it fits your encounter, so that you as the DM or GM have that power and the flexibility in this map to do that. So this is a mausoleum, so it would sit beneath any cemetery, and again you have a wider area here with a well lit platform and some smaller rooms here to determine what you do with. And again, this could be a cellar, it could be almost a theatre, it could be a fighting pit, lots of different options, height changes, and we've used a colour determination on the floor to show that obviously something happens in this main area here. It could also be a guild hall, almost a temple area, lots and lots of different options there for you. Here we have an arena. Again, it's probably more of a fighting pit, but again, you've got lots of different options here. We haven't overpopulated it with furniture, so you can add your own bloodstains using your trusty whiteboard marker. And once again, you can determine how much of this book you'd like to use by folding it to use each page individually, or you can play across the two complementary opposing pages. And again, our urban maps here, we have a nice, very detailed and immersive cobblestone effect, and various sizes of dwellings and buildings. So these could be shops, taverns, cellars, depending on what you need them to be. This is designed to save you time preparing for games and time in game as well. And again, we have here an option. This could be a cellar, it could be a tavern, and this could be the upstairs of a temple or a guild hall. And again, you've got lots going on here in terms of light changes and everything, and it really is up to you to decide how this complements your game. Your standard tavern here, we have populated this because so much adventure happens in the tavern. We have to have a really nice tavern for you to play in, and we have lots of obviously barrels and crates here. We have the must have the dark alley beside the tavern where a lot of action will happen, and some smaller buildings as well. And the sewer here as well with lots of steps. And these maps will really mean that you do not have to spend time drawing maps. These are immersive. With detailed artwork, you will be able to open this book and you're ready to roll. You don't have to really worry about drawing out maps as you go along. And should your party take an unexpected turn, we've got you covered. These maps are versatile, usable for many different scenarios, and you can find something in here that will fit pretty much any encounter you have. So we have here a fire, lava sort of scenario, a lovely sort of a beach again with a temple and some shallows here. So lots of different options there. We have a desert, and again we've got this whole plain desert area here. So if you just have a desert encounter in the more general scenario, you can play just on this page, or if you'd like to use our suspicious entrance on here as well, you can do that too. And then we have a winding icy mountain path up to a cave, and a more open ice map, and again this is just to cover as many different scenarios as possible. A boat at sea, so lots and lots of different options there, but again you have the option here of playing just the map with the boat or just the open sea. And then we wind up, as always, we have plain pages included in case we haven't managed to capture exactly what you want in our other maps. You have the option here to grab your whiteboard marker and to draw out something beautiful that you can just quickly use yourself as the work of moments, just to quickly customize this grid to be what you want it to be. And that is the Big Book of Battle Mats Volume 2 from Loki Battle Mats.